the People's Bank of Isaan, using the king's fortune, to make Thailand a rich and developed country.
This is not criticism, but a practical solution to Thailand's economic problems in 10 easy steps.
Step 1. Charter a new bank, and put the main office up in Khon Kaen. Call it the People's Bank of Isaan.
Step 2. Put the king's property in trust. Transfer the monarchy's $30 billion capital and deposit it in the People's Bank of Isaan.
Step 3. Use the standard practice of fractional reserve banking to multiply the deposit of the king's $30 billion by a conservative 8 times. Require 100% reserve deposits, that is, the principal can never be used for speculation or other investments of any sort.
Step 4. The new total of $240 billion will be immediately available for small denomination lending or microloans. These loans will be made exclusively to low-income residents of the provinces of Isaan. All loans will be specifically targeted to the poorest citizens.
This bank will not accept additional deposits or transactions from any foreign entities, to prevent carry trades, or any wealthy Thai persons or any Thai business or any entity at all, except low-income people of the provinces of Isaan.
This program will offer an instant stimulus equal to 44% of current Thai GDP, which is equal to $538 billion. This stimulus will go directly to the economy of Isaan, which is now one of the poorest areas of Thailand. This stimulus is important in that it is not borrowed from any central bank, and will not require interest payments to any outside party.
Step 5. The secondary function of this bank will be to eat inflation on behalf of the people of Isaan for a period of 5 or more years. Accordingly, the interest charged upon loans made to the people of Isaan will be below the current rate of inflation, that is, below Thailand's 3.4% annual inflation rate. For example, loan interest rates can be set at approximately 2 to 2.5% or lower. This will allow many Isaan families to get themselves out from under high-interest loans which are currently dragging them down and preventing them from reaching their full economic potential. Loan sharking is a lucrative industry in Isaan. This bank will kill loan sharks.
Loans should initially be offered in small denominations of 5,000 to 10,000 baht.
Upon full repayment of the initial loan and proof of willingness to repay, additional larger loans can be provided to individuals according to their needs. No outrageously large or unsustainable loans will be made.
We can also shift the money that currently goes for kingly public relations to getting the message out for this bank, describing its true patriotic intent, and making it shameful to not repay the loans.
Step 6. After the initial 5-year mission, to eat inflation by offering low interest rates, economic activity and velocity of money will increase, and inflationary pressure will build across Thailand, thus requiring higher interest rates at the Bank of Thailand.
This will make the BOT a target for international currency speculation. At this point, Thailand should drop all pretense of free trade and implement heavy taxes on capital flows both coming into the country and going out. This is in the interest of protecting, building and maintaining Thailand's economic sovereignty. There is nothing bizarre about this, and there's ample precedent from countries like Taiwan, South Korea, Japan and China, which have become rich by following protectionist practices regarding capital flow. South Korea once had a death penalty for capital flight.
Step 7. All profits accrued to the People's Bank of Isaan upon repayment of loans will be used to buy only gold bullion on the open market. When the gold deposits of the People's Bank of Isaan reach the level of $30 billion, all of the initial deposit capital will be returned to the king.
Step 8. This will give Thailand a gold reserves high enough to match 100% of the circulating baht currency. This gold reserve will allow Thailand to make the baht fully convertible to gold and allow Thailand to offer the world's first 100% gold-backed currency since Richard Nixon closed the gold window in America back in 1972.
Because there are currently no countries in the world that can even dream of backing their currency with gold, this will make Thailand the premier center for economic investment and finance on the planet, and probably catapult Thailand's GDP to levels near China and Japan. This would be a natural, but forgotten, state of affairs considering that as recently as 1700, the city of Ayutthaya, Thailand, was one of the largest and richest cities in the world. There is absolutely no reason to believe that circumstances like that could not be re-established in the 21st century. That is, if Thai banking is used as a public service rather than a predatory profit-driven enterprise.
9. At this point, 5 to 10 years in the future, we will see the following.
A.
The velocity of money within Isaan should be high enough to give the Isaan provinces the highest GDP and most vibrant economy in Thailand outside Bangkok.
B.
The overall GDP and vitality of the Thai economy will be much improved.
C.
The Thai baht will be equal in people's minds and in reality to gold. And it will be the only country in the world to be able to do this. Now, if you follow our plan, the Thai baht will be one of the most valuable currencies in recent world monetary history.
D.
Net worth, purchasing power and economic security of all Thai people will improve dramatically.
E.
Exports can continue as normal. However, the value of the baht should rise substantially and this will negatively impact exports. But in case you forgot, Mr. Smarty Pants, this will be a good thing. Which means
F.
It is time to grow up and practice internal development, stimulate internal demand, and leave exploitative low-wage exporting in the trash bin of history.
G.
Thailand is now rightfully one of the richest countries on planet Earth.
Step 10.
How do you like me now?
Thank you for your support.